Hi folks, Victor Fernandez here with your latest edition of the Fit Family Forum here on YouTube. Now, I'm about to start meal prepping. As you can see by the time it's a little after 1 on Sunday afternoon, I'm getting a bit of a late start to my meal prepping. Usually have this done in the morning, had some stuff to do earlier today, and I'm just getting to it right now. But it's going to wait for at least a few more minutes because the message I need to share with you today is too important to wait. Last week, I showed you some real easy steps to meal prepping, and I stand by them. I love them. Hopefully you found your own personal touch to getting it done to make meal prepping that much easier for you. But as the past week went on, I was thinking more and more about the fact that for a lot of us, this is the next step in the process, not the first. For a lot of us, we need to take a step or two back in order to go many steps forward. And what I mean by that is figuring out exactly where your eating habits stand right now. Because chances are you've been following those same eating habits instinctively and unknowingly for a long, long time. So before you start doing any of this, before you start making any changes to your diet whatsoever, here's what I recommend you do. Download MyFitnessPal, Lose It. There's a million and one different one of those meal tracking apps out there. Download one of them that you enjoy using, that's easy to use, and start tracking for the next 2 weeks without changing a thing, without changing anything that you eat or drink. Because in order to know what you need to do moving forward, you need to know where you've been and where you're at. And I'll be honest with you, I've been really itching to get this message out there because, over the past week especially, I've spoken to quite a few people on social media, and you hear a lot of the same things. I'm going to start low carb and intermittent fasting, and I ask them the same question. How much experience do you have with those particular diets, but also with dieting in general? And they tell me very little to none across the board. And the response to them is always the same. Let's take a step back. Let's figure out where you're at right now with your eating habits, with your nutritional habits, because that is going to tell you exactly where you need to go moving forward and what changes need to be made. So take that time for the next 2 weeks and figure out where exactly you are. Once you're done, you will see a big picture come into focus. You will learn things about your eating habits that I guarantee you didn't know, or at least weren't aware of. And then at that point, you're going to be able to determine, okay, what do I need to do next? And if you're having a difficult time with that, reach out, let me know, let's sit down and talk about it. I'd much rather you take those simple steps like that to do it right the first time than to really struggle trying to figure out what you need to do by simply throwing things at the wall, metaphorically, of course, and seeing what stick. So take that time. I can't emphasize that enough. And when you're done with that, let me know. We'll talk it over. We'll figure it out. Till then, have a good one. Take care, folks.